So now students, as we had discussed about the intermolecular forces in the earlier video, and now we are going to discuss about the types of intermolecular forces, or you can say the uh, types of interactions which arise due to intermolecular forces. Okay, so first one is here dispersion. Dispersion forces, which is also known as your London forces. Okay, so students, atoms and molecules are electrically symmetrical and have no dipole moment because their electronic charge cloud is symmetrically distributed, but the intermolecular forces may exist even in these non-polar atoms also, such as oxygen, nitrogen and hydrogen, as we discussed in the earlier video, that the intermolecular forces are there in the non-polar molecules also. This is because the noble gases and the non-polar molecules can be liquefied, suggesting that there must be some intermolecular attraction. In other words, a dipole may develop momentarily even in such atoms or molecules. Okay, in order to understand the origin of these two noble these forces, these London forces and dispersion forces, first of all let's consider this as atom A, and this is your atom B with the nucleus at their centers. Okay, so let's assume that this is the atom A and this is your atom B, and they are very close to each other. Okay, if we take it as that they are very close to each other, and each atom is unchanged because its electronic charge cloud is symmetrically distributed around the nucleus. But due to the motion of electron, we can imagine that for a fraction of time the electronic charge distribution in one of the atoms, say A for example, let's take that for this fraction of time the electronic distribution in A is disturbed because of the movement of the electron. As first we have seen that there is a uniform distribution of the electron, but for fraction of a second or the fraction of a time we can say that the electronic charge distribution in the atom is not symmetrical. Okay, so in these cases, during this for a very short period of time, an unsymmetrical center arises of unsymmetrical center of the positive and the nuclear charge. They do not coincide, and the result of that, the instantaneous distribution of the electron in the atom, there is a small temporally dipole known as the instantaneous dipole. Okay, in this as you can see that there is a partial positive charge and here is a partial negative charge. So for a fraction of time it is known as the instantaneous dipole. Okay, so this instantaneous dipole or the transient dipole distorts the electronic distribution in the neighboring atom B also. Okay, so in this case the neighboring atom B will also face the irregularity in the distribution of the electron around it because of this A atom, and induces a dipole. That is why we call it as instantaneous induced dipole. Okay, this is your instantaneous induced dipole. Okay, so in this case the temporary dipoles of the atoms A and B attract each other, and these attractive forces are also called instantaneous dipole or instantaneous induced dipole forces. Okay, they are also known as instantaneous dipole or instantaneous induced dipole forces. Similarly, the temporary dipoles are induced in non-polar molecules also, and these forces of attraction was first studied by the German physicist Fritz London. Okay, it was studied by Fritz London. That is why they are named as the London forces. Okay, and the dispersion, these are also known as the dispersion forces. Now let's discuss about the second type of interaction, which is your dipole-dipole interaction. Okay, so students, this dipole-dipole interaction occur in the molecules which have the permanent dipole, okay, or you can say the polar molecules. So this type of attraction or the interaction is in case of the polar molecules. Okay, and a polar molecule has a separate center of a positive or a negative charge. Let's take it as an example of example of HCl. Here hydrogen and HCl is a polar molecule in which the hydrogen carries the partial positive charge and the chlorine pole consists of the partial negative charge. Okay, so these charges are shown by this delta sign. This we show it as delta sign. The partial charges are always less than the unit electronic charge, and these forces arises due to the interactions between the oppositely charged ends of the polar molecules. Okay, and the positive end of the one molecule attracts the negative end of the other molecule, and the negative end will attract the positive end of the other molecule. Okay, for example, if HCl will interact with the other molecule of the HCl, then in this case this negative part, that is the Cl chlorine part, which is partially negatively charged, then it will attract the partially positive hydrogen. Okay, so this is what I am saying, that the negative charge attracts the positive one and the positive will attract the negative one. Okay, so this is your dipole-dipole or polar molecule. Okay, there are two more interactions of the intermolecular forces. This we will discuss in the next video.